parties. Here in the U.S., we simply don't have enough parties. It's true. There's just not enough. Now, I'm not talking about what you go do out on a Friday night or on a Saturday. I'm talking about the two major parties. You have the Democrats and the Republicans. Now, some countries that are just now developing democracy, they'll have 34 different parties. You can see their ads posted up on different buildings, and you can see all these faces. You don't even know who's running. I mean, you got some homeless guy that wants to be president. It's just absolute mayhem. But then you have systems like the UK with a parliamentary system that has a lot more parties than what we've got here today. Sure, they do have kind of like the strongholds, but they do have a couple more. Now, we have the Tea Party, which is just, those are extremists. And then you kind of have like the Libertarians, which they're not really sure exactly what they are. And then Independents, which no one knows what they are. So here in the U.S., we just do not have enough. George Washington himself said that he hated the idea of a two-party system government. Now, with last week's elections, kind of the whole voter turnout has really been released, and it turns out of all the voters that voted, which truly is not that many, only 13% were 30 or below. For you math nerds, that means the remaining, 87%? We're all older than 30 years old. That's insane. Our voice is not being heard. No one's going to get the change that you want. Granted, this wasn't a presidential election, but this is the kind of election where you're going to see the most bang for your vote, per se. If you want to see change, start with your local government. They can make the biggest changes. So why is it that only 13% of people in our age group voted? Newsflash, I will be 100% honest, I'm not a registered voter. So I am completely... So I'd like to apologize for that. The good news is, the way it went in my county, everything typically goes my way. So that's nice. Somehow they gerrymandered it right into my hand. So, but we really do need to think about how we complain about the state of the nation and what's going on, and then what we do about it. I mean, sure, I'll check Fox News. I'm not going to look at CNN because it's not going to tell me what I want to hear. So I'll check Fox News, and then I'm just going to complain about it to my friends at mess, and then move on with my life, and then just keep complaining. But I'm not voting. So I do need to do something about this. And coming back to the parties, it's too many people view it as the lesser of the evils. Okay, so going back to the past presidential election, you had Obama or Romney. Both terrible options, truly. People say that they want to vote for Romney because the Democrats want big government. Well, if you look at what the Republicans are doing, they're not really shrinking the government by any means. So you need to really look at the other parties that are out there. They might be small, they may not have much say, but if more people do it, you will have a much stronger voice and a much better niche for what you believe in and how you really think that the country should be run. This will provide more diversity in Congress, the Senate, even in local governments, and we'll really get a better mix of who wants what and maybe a better compromise rather than just two parties trying to work across the aisle, usually ending in stalemate, but they're pretty much collusion at all times. So just remember, next time you vote, or remember to go register to vote, because that's pretty important. Don't think about it just, in the weeks beforehand. I think it's 90 days before the election you have to be registered. So this is something you should do maybe when you go home for Thanksgiving. Just run to the DMV or wherever it is at your home that you need to register. And just register. That way, the next election, when that comes around, you can get your voice out and you can party more. So thank you.